All right, it is the 30th of September. Sorry for the lateness. Let's dive into the news that we're seeing a decent bull market jump up. So, starting with the fact that Japan is actually going to be promoting loose monetary policy. So that basically means money printing, essentially. Remember when Doomers told you Japan was going to keep hiking? Because remember, it wasn't very recent when they actually upped the actual borrow rates on the yen, and everything just went crazy. That was like August 6th or something like that. And now they must remain accommodative. So this is it here. Japan's incoming prime minister calls for loose monetary policy. This is all going to happen across all the major governments of the world, especially for 2025. Next, a bit of news here. Oh, let me just check here. What is that? That is a wrong message. Nothing much in my DMs, to be honest, but that's a wrong message. And that's confusing. All right, well, either way, on to the next one. Now, FTX was apparently going to start releasing lots of funds. That's what we saw on Sunday. Sunday's like the day off that you take to touch grass and you don't do proper research. That is not the case. So October 7th, they have like a new court hearing, and then we're probably looking at payments to be expecting, later in October, November, or December. And then it's not going to be everyone. It's going to be smaller accounts. Bigger accounts we're probably going to have some delays, but that's going to go through the courts. So the fact that there's no distribution plan, that's fine, but it's still a bit of a blatant line from Dan Held. It shouldn't come from Dan Held, to be honest, given the size of who he is in the space. But one really important thing to know is, like, the vast majority of these funds, they will pop back into the ecosystem, and a lot will go into the Solana ecosystem because Solana was like FTX's kind of exchange. So there's a lot of people introduced to Solana from FTX. Looks like everything's going to have to load now, but that's okay. This random. So the real Donald Trump shared the Doge meme on Truth. D.O.G.E. Although, yes, this is Doge. This is going to have the biggest run up. There is another token out there, which is the Department of Government Efficiency. It's on Ethereum. It did a little bit well, but I don't think it's going to do really, really well. Let me just go and make sure that I can just go and load all these for us so that they're all done. Sorry, I just had to restart the computer, but proper decent amount of research today, and I want to make sure that you get it. And what is going on here? Cool. All right, we're back. All right, back to it. So this is also on Real Social, just so you could see. Not that I don't know who actually uses this, but my TLDR here is like, respect Doge enough that you can expect it to break all-time highs potentially this cycle, because all it takes is a couple of tweets from Elon, a couple of things from Donald Trump. If he's president, it will do pretty well. That, of course, is not financial advice. So this is the one that's a bit of a spin-off, Department of Government Efficiency, and I saw it when Bonk Guy talked about it here, and it's run up quite a bit since there. This is on Ethereum, and I don't think it's going to particularly do well. It's kind of clever, but it's super, super niche, and I have a thesis that really only cute animals do well in the meme coin space. But here is Dogecoin right here, and it is down still significantly, 83% from its all-time high. Same with Shiba. Shiba's down significantly as well. If we find Shiba here, it's down a similar amount. So I think these two, they'll still do pretty well. The state of the market, we've got a little bit of red, a little bit of green, but mostly a little bit of red, but nothing down too much. Sol's down a mere fraction of a percent. We're still greedy at 61. However, remember, like zoom out. I know people don't necessarily like to hear that all the time, but you do have to let it zoom out. So this is my friend Jason Bazzino. And remember, you get these corrections, you get these little pullbacks. Sorry, let's go again. You get these pumps, you get a little pullback. Pump, pullback, pump, pullback. It's all natural. If it just went up straight up vertical, then it would actually be destroyed. And no one would ever short anything, and then everything would be inflated away like crazy. Remember to jump into the calendar here. There's a few things going on the 30th. This is the last day of September. Then we're filling in some more stuff for October. Very, probably the most important thing here is submit your grass wallets. If you're involved in grass, have come up significantly in value, and your bonk dragons complete the attributes before the end of the day. So she's covered it here, and I should have it linked, but I don't. But I did a video. It was part of the 10K to 100K challenge. Just simple things like get a Let's Bonk domain and also stake 1 million bonk for like a year. This is vote warning number 2. You've got less than 24 hours now, or just over 24 hours until the Jup vote ends. People have their own opinion on what to vote for. I'm completely happy that you've everyone that I've seen in the comments has a good comment on why they like something or why they don't like something, why they want to burn it, why they want to fund active staking rewards for the next 12 months. I'm just going to be voting to burn, but I really want you just to read the proposal, and ultimately you just have to do it. Otherwise, you do not get any active staking rewards. DVIN or VIN token, this launched at breakpoint, probably a hard time to launch, to be honest, because like just your attention is so scattered. So it didn't do terribly well with a disappointing performance, and they're going to reevaluate things and try it another way. I really do think that this is a very cool project. I mean, it's very cool in the wine industry, and using blockchain. This is one of the actual first times that people are actually going to use blockchain to properly, be added to like a retail product when they speak of this happening. So this is good. This is very, very good. I hope they have success. Portals here. I've missed a few things here, but firstly, if you have a portal, you can stake it and get points. And secondly, they have a pre-sale soon for looks like some sort of PFP, movable character maybe in their metaverse. One thing to keep in mind here, this is the play here. It's not a crazily well thought out thesis, but Facebook Meta, they could enter into the actual metaverse again. And when they do, your Decentralands, Sandbox, all these tokens that fired last time could fire again. And if then Portals actually has a token, it could do well, depends on the tokenomics. But like they already built this quite well. It is a working product. It looks good, and I don't have time to use it, but I don't play any games or do anything like that. But I do hope that one day people kind of jump into a Twitter space or an X space, and it's actually within like a little room, and it's actually in the metaverse. And I think this could happen this cycle. So keep an eye on this. It's an NFT, so sometimes it's not always super bullish there, but I think it could be cool. So this is a very good thread from Fabiano, like really well done. Just pointing out the fact that Gigabuds, which are the NFTs from Grass, they are now selling for about 3 SOL, about almost $500. And Grass is pre-trading it's trading about 98 cents. And if you got 1,000 of these Grass tokens for one of them, that would be about $1,000. So there could be some plus EV here for sure. However, we don't know when the snapshot was, or when the snapshot will be. We don't know anything. I'm not doing this myself, just because I think, there's too many risks. I did ping Dre, the CEO founder, and I said, like, has a snapshot been taken? There's no expectation on like, is it 1,000? Is it 500? How many is it? I don't know. But, or is there like if you've held it in that wallet for a certain length of time, you get an extra bonus, kind of feel like Parcel had. I don't fully know. But either way, this is done very, very well. If you're into speculation for profit, this could do well for you. The Grass token, I saw one that actually sold for $1.22 or something around that. This was a day ago for $18, but still some around $1.19. So it's important to note that I initially said like the the value was going to be like 30 cents or 40 cents, something like that. And, it's very important with new data, a smart person can change their mind. And I am a smart person. New data came along. The new data basically suggested that there are hints that it's $1 billion valuation. But, based on VCs, it could be. It's a little bit too early in the cycle for that to be happening potentially, but it does have product market fit. And if they do actually show that they've got people ready to buy their data, that could be, of course, the case. Either way, this is cool. Good work. Here's NFTs if you want to go buy one. Like I said, I've covered it many times, but I've never bought one. Now, CAT token has not been doing well. One thing is Simon's CAT token X has been banned. This is the nature of Twitter. They are very aggressive to ban. Like, they're very well behaved as a as a meme coin Twitter account. This is rather annoying, to say the least. But the Bonk guy, this is my go-to person when it comes to just cat news, meme coin news, meme coins that are decent and big and have that viral effect. The guy's done very well over, this is now his third cycle of meme coins, and he has a thesis at $1 billion market cap. Cat meme coins in general have been weak the past few days. You've had the Hippo, Mooding come along. Then X account got suspended due to coordinated attacks. And if you're going to be panic selling here, go for it. If it comes down a little bit longer, if it lower, maybe you may want to buy some if you have some conviction there. Anyway, I think the bottom is in or super close. That's his opinion. Greed, you've got, if you're learning how to do your own research and you're part of Greed, you've got not much time to actually do the second part of the do your own research quiz. Go and get that done. And CUDIS. I saw these guys at Solana Breakpoint. Solana Breakpoint was insanely busy for me. This is relating to health and all that sort of stuff. It's like a ring you put on, measure some stuff. I don't really know. But maybe I'll find out in the future. But for now, if you have a Solana mobile like a Saga One, you can go and do a few things. You can download this app from the Solana mobile dApp store, claim your starter mystery box, and share the reward under this post to join the raffle for 5 Saga monkeys. I don't know what these are worth, maybe 1 or 2 SOL, maybe a little bit more. And then tap into the features as well as in-app purchases to unlock more rewards and potentials. So it's a good marketing campaign. And if you've got a Saga, give it a go. That should be on your actionables. Helius here. I'm going to see if I can do a tutorial on this within the coming days, but I don't want to actually create a token myself. So I'm going to get someone to do it and just do a bit of a voiceover. But this is Airship, which is a tool that lets you conduct mass airdrops fast, 1000x cheaper than before. It's all open source, uses ZK compression, accelerate. You come here, create a new airdrop, and then just step by step by step. So if you are looking to play on some things like that, you can now start to airdrop to as many people as you like using something like this. And this is going to be built into the Seeker, so you can airdrop new meme coins or random things really easily. I think this is great work from Helius. This is a quick little video of use Moonshot. Getting your money into crypto, however you get it done, is a really very important thing, of course. And this can now be done in 12 seconds. This, for the people that are watching this video, this is not going to be something that you will do. You'll have your own exchanges and Binance and Bybit and all that sort of stuff. Cube as well. However, for your normie friends, this is probably a good place to get them started. Next thing we have is from Sonic Labs. I'm going to give a little bit of thesis on why Sonic Labs is pretty important. This is Phantom. This I think did like at least a 200x, or maybe 1000x or 500x in the previous cycle. And now it's been rebranded as Sonic. I don't know exactly why, but I'll do a little bit of research into why. The biggest thing with this is, let's see if he's still on Twitter. Andre Kronik. This guy here is the co-founder and architect. He founded Yearn and the Keeper. Yearn back in 2021 was insane. Like, it went from like basically being free, $4 is kind of the first price it was in liquidity pools around that, and then like over $60,000 for the token. The token was only like a 40,000 supply, and he built this. This guy's a smart contract savant, and they've got this airdrop campaign. You can welcome to join. I don't have a code yet. I'll see if I can get a code. it is not user friendly. Like it's not. I think they shipped this way too early, but it's just like an arcade. You go in here, you connect your wallet. I went with a Rabby wallet because it's easier than everything else. Like then MetaMask wasn't working. It uses a smart wallet connection, so you're not actually using your wallet, using another wallet that you generate, and then you just play these random games. If you've got time for this, go for it. Like nothing's really working, to be perfectly honest. Like the points dashboard, the leaderboard. So you may want to give it another day. Kind of bearish on the experience, but free tokens. Free tokens are free tokens. Now, I want to talk about something that's in the early stages of research. I saw these guys at Token 2049, didn't speak to them. I always kind of don't really like strange names like Geodnet. It's like branding, which I guess is a silly bias to have. This is a market cap right now, fully diluted, but in particular, I want to show a report from Messari. Messari is really sick, just so you know, and I am using this now. So I'm going to go through this whole thing another day and then, give you the TLDR if you like. You can also get your own Messari if you want. Link will be below. It's not a referral link or anything like that, but you do get a discount if you want Pro. So when it comes to, let's see if we can blow this up. When it comes to Deepin, the biggest thing with Deepin is things are going to be overvalued. As soon as things are overvalued and they don't have proper revenue, the price will not be able to sustain. For example, Filecoin. This is pretty impressive. 90-day revenue, $4 million. Circulated market cap, still absolutely insane. I don't even know what Glow is, but immediately when I see this, the lower the better, by the way, I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. So I need to look into Glow. You can see Helium. Great product. Overvalued. This is one of the reasons why I haven't got the token. I didn't even know it was this overvalued, but it's kind of overvalued. And so on, and so on, and so on, and so on, and so on. Like, for example, a cash. Hivemapper. Hivemapper has perfect product market fit, but until its revenue is nice and juicy, it's just not going to be, a perfect thing. The graph, just you can see. So these guys here have this fantastic multiple, and they've got this massive amount of revenue and a small circulated market cap that's just jumped up. It's jumped up, of course, recently. So I'm just putting it on your radar, but basically it's solving the real problem to increase GPS accuracy by 100x to centimeter level precision, which if could be a good thing, could be a not so good thing. Either way, I'm going to do a little bit of a dive into this, but I'm just going to tell you now in case you look at the token, you think, yeah, I want to go and buy some of that. Where is it? It's on a couple of exchanges, but mostly it looks like it's on Polygon and whatnot. So just put it on your radar for now. And just as a bit of a high level zoom out, cycle low, 25 cents. That's not really the case. That's a bit strange. But let's kind of zoom out year to date. It has never been incredibly low. So if you're looking at it and think, well, I'll wait for it to retrace, it actually hasn't been low. Of course, the fully diluted is a larger valuation, but this is still what I would deem a tiny market cap. So it might be something you want to put on your radar. And Messari, by the way, if you use their stuff, they've just got a conference on right now, and they've introduced Messari Copilot. So I'm going to give that more of a go, and that will help with research. Let's jump into some actionables. So Jup active staking reward, go for that. Consider doing a small DCA on WIF, CAP, bonk. None of this is financial advice. I'll be doing far more than a small DCA, and I will be putting on some longs, but you can do whatever you like. Watch my 10K to 100K video. Maybe throw some low bids on Grass's Gigabud NFTs. Like if there are currently 3 SOL, maybe going with like 1 SOL or whatever. But if you're going to do that, you need to, I'm not doing it, but if you are going to do it, you need to make sure that you're in the Discord and seeing when the snapshot date is. If they do not announce a snapshot date, that's entirely up to them, but that would be entirely stupid because you want royalties to be generated. Remember to DCA into Sol and stake it with Validate.com and earn your 8th star at the Creed Academy. Actionables for airdrops. If you've got some time, go for the Sonic tokens, in the FTM Phantom ecosystem, the rebrand. It's not exactly, it's easy to set it up, but it doesn't work flawlessly. Use Camino Finance and earn the Season 3 Camino Airdrop and stake 20 million bonk. You don't have to do that much. You can just do 1 million and do the bonk dragon tasks before the end of today. So go watch that 10K to 100K video to find that out. And this is the last day to submit your wallet for Grass Airdrop. That's everything for today. Thanks very much for tuning in, and we'll catch you tomorrow.